Hello, hello, everybody. How's it going?
Hello.
Oh, hello. How are you doing?
Doing good.
Yay. I'm glad you can join us.
I know. I'm excited too.
Yeah. This is going to be a lot like shorter than usual because we don't really have any huge updates, but we do have a few I have a little list of things to go through, but if you guys could drop where you are joining from and even you can drop your Ream link in the chat, that would be amazing so we can all connect with each other. And if you're not on Ream yet, that's okay. Uh, just drop your author name and what genre or subgenre that you write in. Hello, Annika from Jamaica. Yes. Patience if you have them. If you don't, that's totally fine. Wisconsin, Oklahoma, Portugal. That's so cool. Colorado. I am calling out of Connecticut, so northeast United States, and I am so ready for Halloween. Yeah, but it is getting a little chillier, and I'm not sure if I like that or not. All right, we'll give it a couple more minutes. On Ontario, I don't know how to say. I'm really bad at pronunciation. But hello. At any point throughout our short little meeting, you can drop any questions that you have for Ream or about Ream or subscriptions, single sales, whatever, in the chat, and we'll get to them at the end. But this meeting is recorded, so you guys can go back also and ask questions and support if you have them after reviewing. But yeah, I guess we'll get started if I don't move my camera everywhere. We don't really have a big feature update yet. We're still working on single sales. I don't have a timeline release for that, but Sean, who's our developer, is working on ironing out a few bugs that he's found as he's building it. But we are working on adding a way for authors to discount their books as a single sale. Um, and kind of meshing that with subscriptions. And if somebody has a tier, authors would be able to release or create like a discount code specifically for them for a single sale if they want to. I hope I explained that clearly, but it's still a work in progress. So as we get more and more or deeper and deeper into building single sales, will have more information for you guys. We're really hoping to get it done by the end of the year, but again, I don't have a timeline and I can't really promise anything because things do come up in that. So that's our big, I guess, our small update on the features. But we have a Ream raid that is currently live. I think it went live today. And for those of you who don't know, Ream raids are basically free book blast or free promos where we have a bunch of authors come together, they submit one of their free books, and everyone promotes that. It happens 4 or 5 times a year. And every single time we do one, we see a spike in new paying members. So, which is pretty cool because it's a free book event, but people are joining and subscribing and finding you on Ream. So hopefully, if you're not part of this one that released or started today, you will join us for a future one. And our next one, I think, is in December. It is going to be 12 days long instead of our usual 1 week. And signups will begin mid to late November. So you can look forward to that next month. But we do have some new guides that are coming to the Academy. Bobby will add the Ream Academy link below. But basically, it is going to help you maximize your participation in the event. Um, but yeah, if you're participating in Ream Braid, I hope it goes amazing for you. Please share about it, even if you are not participating. It would be really, really helpful to all the all the authors here that are. Next update, we're starting a new post series on the blog. So if you like author education and stuff, you can join us there. And we're also going to be releasing those posts and that in the academy as well. But more details on that coming soon. We do have an international author update. So in the past few months, we've been able to open up to more and more countries. One of my goals is to make Ream as accessible as possible to all authors all over the world. And we're really excited to be able to continue to open up to more authors in countries that we might not have been able to support prior. So yeah, we're also creating some community spaces for them as well to connect and be able to share education on how to reach authors or how to reach other readers, maybe from their country or international as well. So if you have any international author friends who weren't able to join Ream prior to maybe like a couple months ago, have them reach out to support and we can see if we support their country now. So. Last thing before we get into questions is November is Write a Book Month, and we are partnering and supporting Pro Writing Aid's kind of community challenge that they're taking on, where writers attempt to, write a whole novel in 1 month, so 50K words in a month. And if you're participating specifically on Ream, please drop a book or drop the link to your book in the chat, or you can send it to support@reamstories.com and we can add it to our shelf that we're creating specifically for this event. And we're really excited for it. But yeah, that is pretty much honestly like all we have for this update. But we would love to know before we get into any specific Q&A that you guys might have or questions that you guys might have for me. Um, are there any topics you'd love to learn more about, or any questions you'd love to see answered in upcoming guides that we create or blog posts that could be like education or how to use Ream just in general, or how to use single sales that are coming up, subscriptions, whatever. If there's anything, please drop it in the chat. If you have any questions, also add them there. Happy to talk about literally anything related to publishing, related to Ream. Yeah. Sorry, it was so short today. Alice, is there a theme for the December raids? All right, we already answered. So yes, it's going to be holiday themed, but you can submit non-holiday stories as well. I'll give you guys a second. Bobby says everyone's probably reading all this information that we just dumped on you. So apologies for that. But I'll give you a second to drop any questions that you might have there and read over. Alice says I'm restarting my serial after a hiatus. Any advice about how to re-engage my audience? Are you restarting your serial from the beginning, like reposting it, or are you picking up a serial that you stopped posting for a while? I think my advice would be different.
I,
Um, Go ahead.
yeah, it'd be easier if I just say it. So what I'm doing, I finished volume one, like releasing chapters of volume one, and then I had several months off, actually longer than I intended because I moved and I was distracted for a long time. And I'm about ready to start releasing chapters of volume two. So it's a continuation of the same story.
Mhm.
Um, and I'm hoping because in the interim I released um volume one as a standalone book. I'm hoping that there'll be some new people uh
Yeah.
come into it as well. So I want to like give it a good push. Just
Yeah.
if you had any ideas.
I would say and maybe before you start releasing the second like season or second edition or volume, have an event where people reread volume one for specifically for the people who read the serial and didn't read like it when you just bundled it all up and released it. That way people will get a little bit of a refresher about what happened. You can also do something that like my specific team has worked on when we like re-release like digital copies is we add some scenes or some bonus content throughout the first book and we have them reread the book and find all these like bonus scenes and bonus content that they didn't have before. And so it kind of makes it an experience for people to want to reread it, not only to like see the characters again, but to get that extra stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great idea. Thank you.
Yeah, I hope it works for you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yes, Cynthia, we can jump in. Let me see. So I'll just copy and paste it down here. Oh, actually, I don't know if I can. Um, Bobby, would you be able to repost the the write a book in a month challenge? Um, we also have some other things that were up in the chat, like the links too. If you can repost those too, Bobby, that would be great for Cynthia. And Alexa. Let's talk about Rimi's current situation. So, if you guys didn't know, me and Rimi were in a little bit of a fight because she decided to take her. I give Rimi 1 day a month where she can send out a newsletter to everyone on Ream, specifically authors, and she decided to not be so nice. So she was in jail for a little bit, but she is released and she's watching over me very, very suspiciously. So yeah, that is her current situation. But she can go back into jail at any time. So she better be good. Um, So much judgment from Remy right now. There is. There is a lot of judgment. Alexa says, sorry if you answered and mentioned this, but will a la carte include print on demand? Yes, it is going to include print on demand. Once we do, oh, actually, sorry. Um, a la carte is not going to include print on demand. We're going to do print after a la carte. So single sales will come first because in order to do print, we have to do single sales. And then a few months later, print will come after that. And print will be pretty much solely print on demand. So when somebody orders a physical copy from you on Ream, you don't have to worry about shipping anything out. It will just automatically like the order will be sent to our partner, our print partner, and then they'll print it and they'll send it to your reader. Is there any way to organize the stories in a preferred way? For example, if I had a series of books and I wanted the first book to show up first, additionally, will there ever be a way to put them into folders or something per series for multiple stories? Um, So currently we do have a series feature. It should label the books. You should be able to label the books like one, two, like in order. I will have to chat. Is your question more so like being able to um order books differently or like pin a series to the top of your page? Okay. I can talk to Sean about that definitely. Any specifics that would help it would be great if you could send them to support at Ream Stories, just so like once we create that feature, we'll be able to make sure that it is going to be beneficial to the authors that we work with. So yes, awesome. Alexa says, will there be a way to make all books less cluttered, like having just the series and single books show on the reader end? Do you mean the books on your page? Or what do you mean by, okay, yeah. Um, because right now there is just like a bunch of books like with the cards, if I'm remembering correctly, that it has all like the details. Um, that is a good idea. We will add that. I'll add that into my notes. Um, we have been thinking a lot. It's not going to come in the single sales update, but we've been thinking a lot about how we can, as we expand beyond subscriptions and beyond being a subscription or serial platform, how we can change that, your author page or your pen name to best suit you as the author. And any like if you guys have any ideas of what you like in other platforms or layouts that you prefer, you can send them over to support@reamstories.com too, and we'll take a look at them and see what we think based on, reader feedback as well, what would be the best preferred way to show everyone all of your stuff because you have more than subscriptions now. You have more than just tiers. Once we go live, I mean, with single sales, you'll have ways to purchase audiobooks, ways to purchase ebooks, eventually print as well. And yeah, so I will write that down. I hope that answers your question. I think being able to have collections or something like where we can tag those into folders, like read these first, most popular, or all the taboo goodies. Actually, something that could be helpful for you, um, if you're looking for this, is utilizing shelves. Shelves are not available for author pages yet, but they are available for profiles. And so shelves can do just what you're asking. Well, eventually, we're going to make them available to author pages where authors can create shelves of their own stories and have like a bookshelf tab somewhere on their author page that readers can click to. But you can do this. You have an author or you have a profile that you can create shelves on, and you can label them most popular or all the taboo goodies, and you can work with other authors and add all your books in there. Yes, and Bobby just added that to the help guide that we have for that to the chat. But yes, I would say take a look at that, see if that will work for you. And eventually, again, I don't have a timeline of when we will add this to author pages, but eventually it will be available to author pages as well. In the dashboard, can we get viewing balances slash payouts page to include payout history, lifetime earnings, and other accounting tracking information? I will write that down. I know um, with single sales, we'll have more data. I don't know if I'll have to go back and see if we were planning on adding that directly to like the main dashboard. Payouts. History. Oh, my Siri just decided to turn on. Tracking info. Alexa says a chat feature or function with readers would be good. And being able to see at a glance what tier X has access or can access on the reader end. Okay. Um, Okay. Let's and yes, eventually we plan on adding a chat feature. Actually, Sean has created a lot of the chat feature already, but he has to do some of the back end, and we have a few features we want to release before then, but it is being worked on. Yes. So you can, Kay, you can create these as, I guess, a reader on your profile. You can't do it as on your author page yet, but you should be able to create shelves on your profile, if that makes sense. Um, For single sales, will we be allowed to give an ebook away for free for a period of time, change prices for promos? You will be able to change prices for promos. You will be able to give discounts to people who might be subscribed to you if you want to. You will be able to set your book for free, but it won't be in you won't set the price to $0 just because we don't want you to be hit with external payment processing fees. You'll just be able to set that book for free or for followers in your book settings page. And we'll come out with all these guides. These are actually really good questions to answer all of those on how to do certain things when sales go live. But yes, you will be able to do those. Will readers have to create an account on Ream to be able to purchase single sales, or can they be sold publicly as well? So they will have to create an account because their books will be stored in their bookshelf on Ream. So if they're purchasing a book through Ream, they will have to add their account or create an account. But if you want to put your books for free, not saying that's something you would do or not, you can do that, and you can allow people to read it for free publicly without them creating accounts. But if you want to sell, they will have to sign up. And when they sign up and when they purchase, you will get their emails. So you can build your newsletter list too. Yes, of course. Yeah, every feature, we want this to be able, every feature we add, we're thinking about how we can benefit you guys. So when single sales come out, we want to make it a really good feature and have it be so it benefits you as much as possible. So giving you as much information about your readers as we can, which includes their email when they purchase, and just different little data points that can really help you create better stories and have better marketing too. And make sure that you own your readers, and they can't just be taken away from you randomly. But all right, do we have any last questions before we pop off? And feel free, if you have questions after this, to send them to support@reamstories.com. Yes, of course. Uh, and Bobby will be able to answer them as best as possible. Thank you guys for joining. Oh my gosh, yay. We love having you on Ream. Ream is honestly not what it is without you guys. So I appreciate all of you coming and asking questions and helping us make the best platform for authors. And yeah, awesome. All right, if we don't have any last questions, I will end the meeting, but I hope you have an amazing, I guess, like rest of year. I guess the next time I'll see you guys is maybe late December or January, depending on when the meeting is scheduled for. But if I don't see you before the holidays, have an amazing holiday season. Like I said before, I'm like super excited for Halloween. So I hope you guys have an amazing Halloween if you celebrate. And yes, yeah. If you have any questions, send them to support at Ream Stories. You can find us there, mostly there for support. And you can probably find me on social media somewhere at some point. But yeah, I will see you guys next time, maybe in 2026. That's crazy. All right. See you guys.